New Game diyelim. Hızlı bir şekilde artık Alan Wake 2'ye başlayalım.
To the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Kim be? Allah Allah. Dur. Seste biraz kısacağız. Müzikler fena yüksek. Şöyle olsun. Hatta müzik daha da kısılsın. Okey. Allah Allah. Kim olarak çıktık biz sudan ki? Çıplak bir amca olarak sudan çıktık. Ha şu Allah Allah. Hoppa. Ne oluyor lan? Neredeyiz biz? Bu adam kim? Alan Wake nerede? Polis abla nerede? Hoppa! Geyik. Amca koş. Koş amca koş. Bir şeyler olacağı belli. Ay. Vallahi kulaklıkla oynanır aslında bu oyun. Dur. Heh, koşma buymuş. Kulaklıkla oynanır da o arada çıkan o görüntüler falan adamı yerinden oynatır vallahi. Hoppa hoppa baltalı geldi. Ah, aydınlık ışık yamba. Hoş. Of. Ana, soktular lan. Aa, olayı anlatıyormuş meğerse. Olay karıştı. İlk oyundaki mekan burası. Aynı yerdeyiz. Alien Way 2. Aynı göl, aynı kasaba. Öyle okumuştum. Heh, başlıyoruz.
Hey kiddo, how are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault. People get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Olay mahalline geldi bizim karakterler.
Cauldron Lake.
Ha, kaldırımlar gölü.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime
Hop,
scene.
kontrolü bize bıraktı.
There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
Kaçırmaymış. Yok. Return. Şimdi var mı böyle tuşlar, hiçbir şey yapamıyorsun. Etrafı arıyorsun.
Memorize it before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Map. Heh, tamam. Oyunumuzun alanı. Şuradayız. Okey. Harita çok büyük değil ama keşfedilecek yerler elbette vardır. Tamam, devam edebiliriz. O adam nereye gitti? Ha, şöyle. Abla sen öyle gidiyorsun da abi gidiyor, ben böyle bir gitsem.
I need to
Ha,
find my way back.
tamam, buradan gitmeye izin vermiyormuş. İlla hani tutorial diyelim, takip edeceğiz. FBI agent.
Hey, over here.
Tarafta ne var?
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that,
Federal agents right here, Thornton.
my partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
I want to see the body.
Hadi
How do
bakalım.
we get there?
Oh,
Nerede?
sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here. Waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Harita daha büyüyecek mi ya aşağı doğru? Çünkü göl aşağıda. Bu taraf deniz sanırım. Eğer harita tamamı olarak açılacaksa çok büyük demektir. Ne yapıyoruz burada?
cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's
Aslında
head down
göl
the hill
burası
to the
büyük
crime
ihtimalle
scene.
ya. Daha çok açılmayacaklar, evet. Hadi gidelim. Bak abi bizi bekliyor.
Gives me a headache. To a sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Here together at the murder site. That is not.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep. A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service. Ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Ugh. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here. Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
But you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. This mug always cheers me up. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. What? The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
this one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of a witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder. I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths, secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here, what they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Hey, you made it back. Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
There's another lunchbox. Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Thornton told me we're shipping the body out. We'll take care of that for you. Don't you worry about that. Proper police work. You can trust us like you can trust the
blossoming pepper lilies in spring.
That was beautiful, Thornton.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Ha selam, yeni gördüm ya, bakıyordum da chat gitmiş. Ha. Starfield bitti. Çoktan bitti ya. Hatta araya Starfield'dan sonra Assassin's Creed Mirage falan sıkıştırdım. Sonra Cyberpunk falan girdi derken. Şimdi Alan Wake 2. Allah, görsellik şahane olmuş. Sen ne yapıyorsun? Şöyle bir gezelim bakalım etrafı. Kasabada neler var neler yok. Ablayla konuşamıyoruz. Hiç mi hikayeli oyun oynamıyorsun yoksa kendin arka planda oynuyor musun? Radyoyu dinlemek lazım. Böyle şeyler bulmak lazım oyunda. Bu radyocu da yıllar önce de aynı çakaldı böyle. Konuşup duruyordu vallahi. Şerif sen bir bekle, sen ben bir kasabayı şöyle dolaşsam. Şerif diyorum, FBI. Bu kasabada ne olaylar yaşamıştık. Bana kahve verin, kahve. Kahve verin, kahve. Vallahi ışıklandırma falan çok iyi. Şu Amerikan kasabaları harbi tehlikeli oluyor ya. Hep böyle küçük kasabalarda oluyor olaylar.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping. They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple in their underwear.
Burası polis karakolu. Yıllar önceki yerle aynı. Şöyle yürüyelim bakalım ne çıkacak karşımıza.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did.
Stop avoiding the question mark.
Tamam, kasabayı ayarlamışlar aksiyon yaşansın diye belli. Şöyle silahımızı alıp ama az kurşun, az mühimmat, az envanterle gezineceğiz, duracağız ne yazık ki. İlerleyelim. Nerede şu FBI'deki abi? İleride bekliyor bizi.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Bir tarafa gidiyoruz. Heh, burası kasabanın karakolun girişi gibi. Yok, değilmiş. Abi nereden giriyoruz ya? Dur, görev neydi? Ha, bir şeyler içmeye, yemeye git diyor. Burası olur mu? Yok, burası olmaz. Ha, tam burası. Klasik küçük kasabadaki mekanlar.
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you. I got you both some coffee.
Heh, şu kahve verecek bir dakika bize. Birinci oyundan spoiler vermeden söyleyebilirsem, bir kitap yazan bir abi var. Alan Wake işte. Kendisi bir tükenmişlik sendromu yaşayarak karısı bunu bir tatile götürüyor. Bir göl kıyısındaki küçük bir kasabaya. Orada karısının kaybolması sonrasında yaşanan olaylar, işte ona inananlar, inanmayanlar, doğaüstü olaylar, böyle bir olay yaşanıyor. Kendisi çok iyi bir kitap yazarı. Böyle korku romanı yazarı. Ama tükenmişlik sendromu sırasında şu anda. Yani ilk kitap, oyunda öyleydi. Bu da onun yaklaşık bir 13 sene sonrası mı? 10-15 sene, öyle bir uzun bir zaman geçmiş aradan. Aynı kasabadayız. Kadın FBI ajanını kontrol ediyoruz ama tabii karakterimiz Alan Wake'in de ikinci oyunda olduğunu biliyoruz. Sadece ne zaman geleceğini bilmiyorum şu anlık.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Yani birinci oyunu tavsiye ederim. Ne yapıyoruz? Dur. Bu kadar. Sadece bakıyormuşuz. Ha, bunları dinliyormuşuz. Okey. Birinci oyunda Türkçe altyazı var. Güncellemeyle getirdiler. O güzel oldu. Hani remastered versiyonu çıktığında Türkçe geldi. Buna da gelir diye ümit ediyordum ben. Ama en başta getirmediler. Ama zaten çok basit, sade bir İngilizce var içerisinde ya. Rahatsız etmiyor. Hani anlaşılır düzeyde. Burası zihin sarayı karakterimizin.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Okey. Tamam, çıkabiliriz. Kahvemizi alalım hadi. Bilgisayar tarafında aynı şirket. Kontrolle zaten aynı. Oradaki hikayeyle bu hikaye aynı evrende geçiyor kontrolle. Birinci oyundaki bazı karakterlerin kontrol evreninde olduğunu görüyorsun. Oradan da buraya. Her şey aynı. Çünkü birinci oyunu oynayanlar Alan Wake'in buradan bir ya da iki karakterin kontrol oyunu oynarken bu Alan Wake'deki karakter deniyor. Aynı evren, paralel ilerleyen olay örgüsü diyebiliriz. Hatta kontrolün bir DLC'si vardı. İçerisinde Alan Wake ile alakalı bir bölüm vardı onun içerisinde. Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Kahvemizi içelim.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Çok güzel işliyorlar o konuda kontrolle bunu. Alan Wake önce yapılmıştı zaten. Ben oynadıktan sonra kontrolü, aha dedim bu Alan Wake'deki bir karakter burada yer almış hani. Diablo ücretsiz hafta sonu. Ben de ona bakacağım ya. 3-4 gün oynayabileceğiz ya. En azından denemiş olayım diyorum. Gördü.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thorpe are still on about that?
Vay hayırlı olsun.
Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Ya, yayınlarda oynasana.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims?
Onun bir kitlesi var bak. Diablo kitlesi gelir yani yayınlara insanlar.
Missing person cases spiked around 2010.
Şu karakter bile başka bir firmanın başka neydi ya oyun? Şu. Başka bir oyunundan bir karakter. Şimdi bak dilimin ucunda gitti ismi. Firma oyunlarını aynı evrende geçiriyor. Çok güzel oluyor. Ha Max Payne tamam. Değil mi Max Payne bu amca? Tamam. Doğru bak ben. Dilim ağzından aldım. Doğru. Max Payne'deki eleman bu. Galiba Max Payne de aynı firmaydı değil mi? Hepsi aynı evrenin yani farklı zaman dilimlerinde yaşanan olaylar aslında bizim için. Ya, güzel yapıyorlar ya. Kontrol 2 çıkarsa var ya süper oyun olur. Haritaya bak diyor. Multiplayer mı? O nasıl olacak ya kontrolde? Doğru mu anladım? Multiplayer. Valla Steam'deki son oyunlarımı satın alarak oyunculuk dünyasında artık kenara çekilme durumuna gelmiş bulunuyoruz. Dur burayı buradan unutma diyor. Bir dakika dur. Neredeyiz biz ya? Şunu da gösteriyor mu bize? Şu mu? Bu kapı. Park. Buraya dur harita bulacağız. Dur. Var mı duvarda bir harita? Doğru mu anladım? Dur bakayım. Abi şurada harita var gibi.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga.
Soru soracağız.
Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So are we being charged?
Ben artık
Because if
yani
not, we'd love to get back
şu anda alacaklarımı alırım. Kenara çekilirim yani. Zor. Büyük oyunlar dışında.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about. Okay?
Ya diyelim GTA 6 çıktı. Yok RDR 3 çıktı. Ya böyle büyük AAA oyunlar olursa tamam hadi. Yine Steam'den alışveriş yaparım ama onun dışında artık daha fiyat olarak aşağıda 2A oyunlara yönelmem. Ya ben 3 yıla tamamlamıştım. Xbox şeyi. O şekilde devam edeceğim. Üstüne ekleyerek alabilirsin ya. Yapabiliyorsan 3 yıl yapmaya çalış. Benim 3 yıla tamamlı yani o konuda. 120 lira şu an mı ne galiba aile ama alınır. Yani alınır. Sorumuzu soralım. Colton Lake'de geçen gece ne oldu?
True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Güzel İngilizce. Bak çok sade bir İngilizceyle anlatmışlar oyunun hikayesini. Yani üzerine ekleme şansın varsa birer ay dene. Yoksa sağlık olsun. Yok çünkü zamlandıktan sonra o da zor olacak.
So what did you see in the woods?
Ne gördünüz?
This naked dude came out of the lake. He was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Tabii canım. Steam tarafında da artış oldu. Ben şimdi diğer firmaların da artış yapmalarından korkuyorum. Dolar bazında. Yani birisi örnek yapar. Baktı tuttu. Hop diğerleri de devam ederse bittik yani.
What makes you say it was a cult?
Ne gördünüz?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it.
Hoppa bir şey gördük. Bak. Klasik.
That's all.
Şimdi bunu zihin sarayımızda eklememiz lazım. Yani zam tabii gelecek ya oyun bir şeylere. Gelmeyecek diye bir şey yok. Her türlü olacak. Yeni bir dosya mı açıldı? Hangisine girecek? Buraya.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers.
Biz
Not a lone serial killer.
seri katil artı tarikat, ayin mayin olayları var ortada. Kayıplar, ölüler falan böyle olaylar biraz karışmaya başladı burada. Daha oyunun başı ama güzel işleniyor. Bak ikinci olayı anlatan görseli koyduk buraya. Yani seri katil olayı işlemişler. Kasabada kaybolan insanlar var. Bizim bilmiyorum. Nasıl Alan Wake'den kontrole bir hikaye eklemişlerdi. Kontrolden de buraya böyle bir sürpriz bir şey koyarlarsa çok güzel olur. Çünkü aynı evren diye geçiyormuş.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found my necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Okay.
The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Aksiyon yok şu an için ama elbet olacak bu oyunda aksiyon. Ve gerçekten güzel işleniyor şu anda.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Aha. Bu işaretten görmüştük gölün kenarında, oyunun başında. Toprakta tahtalarla yapmışlardı.
This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened.
Mimikler falan çok güzel yapılmış.
How are you?
Görsellik çok iyi.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Sen kimsin?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Kafa güzel olaylar yaşanacak vallahi. Oo. Bir dava daha. Yani dava derken davanın alt kolları diyelim, sekmeleri açılıyor bize karşı, önümüze. Bak bak. Şimdi bu nereye gider? Şuna mı? Ona değilmiş. 2 tane seçenek var. Ne kaçak gidecek? Buranınmış. Geyik kafası. O da bunun olsun. Olmasın mı? Değilmiş. Ha, bu da buranın belli. Okey. Bu buraya hiç yakışmıyor.
Doesn't look right.
Ha. Tarikat sembolleri üçgenlerden bulup duruyorduk zaten. Bunun 3 tane ayrı olacak. Bunun 3 ayrı dosya var elimizde şu anda. Hoppa.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Aklına gelen hangisi var? Ya yok. Yok. Metin 2 oynamadım. WoW oynayan arkadaşlar vardı. Bakmıştım. Ben eskiden ne oynamıştım ya? Çok eskiden O Game diye bir uzay oyunu vardı. Uzayda geçiyor. Gezegen bilmem neler yapıyorsun böyle. Gemiler buluyorsun. Online. Şuraya bir tane harita bulmam lazım da haritayı bulamadım galiba. Online uzayda gemi sürme oyunuydu. Gezegen falan fistan. O tarz oyunlara yönelmiştim. Hoppa, ne var burada? Geyik kafası. Bunu da alalım.
Rest easy, buddy.
Alamıyoruz değil mi? Diablo falan çok eskiden bakıp oynamıştım. Yani oynadım diye denebilir. Çok haritayı bulduk sonunda ya. Buraya koyacağız ha. Hoba. Bu kasaba haritası. Haritayı büyük yapmış ama kasaba ayrı. Orman ayrı. Demek 2-3 parça olacak. Elimde mesela Baldur's Gate 3 var. Oynamak istiyorum. Ona bir girersem zaten başka... Bu açmaz. Bu da açmaz. Başka oyuna girmem. Hoppa. İlk oyun da buralarda da bir şeyler olmuştu galiba. Düştü mü? Öndeki nesne düştü. Tamam. İttirilebilir nesne koymuşlar. Bizim arkadaşlar var. Onlar çok WoW falan girdiler. Hadi bakalım. Atamıyoruz müzik. Olmuyor mu? Çalışmıyor. Üzücü. Mekanda sesler de çok iyi ya. Şerif istasyonuna gidiyoruz. Okay.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
Played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Dear Fest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always have been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Amma yavaş yürüdünüz be.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
How are you?
Oh dear, I'm a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. There's only a tour guide, although here.
Agent?
Oh no, where? Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experience.
İlk oyunda da vardı böyle videolar.
That's right.
İzliyordum televizyonda. Amerika'nın yerel reklamları.
And I'm here to give you a tour of a lifetime. But you know, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have Cold Cutter. All along. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
Ne biçim reklam ya. Allah'ım
Tour of
yarabbim.
a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner Coffee Thermos.
Bitti. Böyle denk geldikçe izlemek gerekiyor televizyondaki bu garip reklamlar olur, göndermeler olur.
Work with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
I can't say I feel the same.
Bulduk mu alacağız vallahi. Beleş malı iyidir. Hiç sıkıntı yok. Bulduğunu alacağım. Çünkü bu oyunlar böyle. Az mühimmat, az nesne. Abla sağ ol.
It doesn't budge.
Ya niye ışığı açmazsınız ya?
Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds.
put up a fight.
Resident Evil mı? Tabii eskiden oynadım ya. O Resident Evil 2, 3 falan orijinal hallerini oynamıştım zamanında. Şimdi Resident Evil 3 mesela en sevdiğim oyunlardan biriydi. Nemesis vardı orada. Yenilenmiş halindeki Nemesis'le eski Resident Evil 3 aynı değil benim için. Ya diğer Resident Evil'ları da oynadım. Ya adam niye öldü diyorsun değil mi? Adam ya oyunun başında fena gösterdiler. Bu adamın üzerinde böyle bir tarikat gibi böyle bir grup böyle bu adamı kesti biçti. Daha devam edeceklerdi, kaçtılar. Ondan sonra Resident Evil'ların yani hakkı esas eski versiyonlarıydı. Resident Evil 3 çok severdim ben. 2'den falan daha iyiydi benim için. Ama 3 çıktı, çok sevindim ama eskisi gibi olmadı. Dino Crisis vardı eskiden. Eski bir seri. Yine aynı firmanındı galiba. Çok güzeldi. Yenilenmedi. Sürüklenmiş belli. Sürtünmüş bir yerden. Tato mu? Hiç dövme yok ki burada tato. Allah Allah. Çok vahşi açmışlar göğüs kafesini.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Hop buraya. Bu davaya geliyoruz. Bunu koyuyoruz.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Zaten Diablo varsa dal gitsin yayınlarda Diablo'ya bak. Onun seveni çok var. İzleyeni de çok oluyor Diablo'nun. Öyle diyorlar hani.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Okay. O reklamı burada bir daha görebiliyormuşuz. Tamam. Of, ablaya bak. Hiç çekinmiyor vallahi. Direkt yarıyor. Ey. Çok detay yaptılar oyunu ya. Çok hani sağlam detaylı bir oyun yani her konuda. Alan Wake yine çıktı yazarken.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Hop hop hop hop hop. Aha gitti. Aha. Oba adam da kalktı. Sonunda aksiyon başlıyor orada. Aha. Aha Allah'ı da götürdü. Tamam bitti bu kadar galiba. Karakter öldü. Yok ölmedi değil mi? Sağlam giriş yaptı. Aa sahne. Bütün karakolu haşat etti.
Could not see into bright light.
Hop hop hop hop hop hop.
He's coming. No weapon.
Ve ışığın altında durup da beklemek daha gerekiyor. Heh. Bak ışık da canımı yeniliyordu doğru ya. Burada böyle bekleyeceğim.
He can't see me in the light.
Işığın altındayken göremiyor. Karanlıktaki düşmanları görebiliyor. Tamam tamam.
Out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Bak.
Gotta move. Now.
Heh, sonunda be. Olay buymuş. Ve orada dikkat etmeden direkt odaya kaçıp sağlık almaya çalıştım. Tamam. Çözdük. Düşman ışıktayken unutmuşum orayı da. Ben tabi orada yazıyor ekranda. Hani ışığı görüyorum ki gidip canı alayım geri gelip ışıkta bekleyeyim diyorum. Hiç telifli şarkı falan bunlar gerek yok.
He didn't have a heart.
Ablacığım şimdi
But he
sen...
still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Baker just vanished.
Öldü lan millet. Vallahi
He
öldü
seemed
millet.
anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Devam edelim. Tamam aslında çok basitmiş orası da. İşte böyle daha komplike bir olay bekliyorsun. Değilmiş meğerse.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. Must be locked from the other side.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
It doesn't budge.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. Right. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
I need bolt cutters.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean disappeared?
Monsters aren't real. Magic's definitely not real.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Tam öyle Resident Evil ortamı ha. Karakolun içi, şehir merkezi. Değişik bir görüntü.
It doesn't budge.
We have to do this, Walter. Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you. Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. You have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are
Good to
closed
see you.
at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have a grand reopening right after Deer Fest, though. So if you're sticking around till then, if you're a fan of coffee and retro vibes,
whatever
Deer Fest
even is.
We'll be right back after this next song by the rock and roll sensation, National Nightmare.
I feel bad for these guys.
Bunları kim buraya yazmış ya? Bizim kız değil mi? Yo. Kayıp vakaları. Allah Allah. Ne, burayı şerif mi kullanıyordu acaba?
It's not opening.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold
Ya
case, case.
monotonluktan ziyade yavaş yavaş açılan bir hikayesi var. Birinci oyunda da sakindi. Sonrasında Alan Wake, yine spoiler vermeyeyim, aksiyon yaşayarak ilerledi. Chapter chapter gitti. İlk iki chapter biraz sakin kalıyor bu oyunda.
Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York, some of it at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't run right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Okay, we're done for now.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing.
I'd be happy to get you VIP tickets into Coffee World. Just say the word.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
But I don't drink coffee.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded the rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. Doesn't make sense. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle? What is that? seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
This is the witch's hut. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Yok oynarsın da şöyle yani zaten teknolojinin iyi kullanıldığı bir oyun denebilir. Bilgisayar tarafında çok güzel görselliği var. RTX kartlar falan. Ya, oynanır. Ben bir Türkçe altyazı olursa bir kez daha oynarım bunu. Daha oyunun başları. İlk iki chapter zaten çok sakin geçiyor bu oyunda. Sakin derken öğrenmeye çalışıyorsun falan. Sonrasında Alan Wake'in bir önceki oyun da aynıydı. Bir başladı yardıra yardıra böyle. Hiç durmadan devam etmişti. Hadi bakalım biz de devam edelim. Şurada bir yer, bir şey var gibi.
This fuse is busted.
Bunları almıştım ben.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Another page. Making progress.
Sev bölümü geldi. Sonunda yani. Zahmet oldu yani. 2 saat 21 dakika oynamış. Bir de yedek save alalım biz ya. Kullansın yedek save. Tamam, okey. Devam edelim.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
I already took care of all this. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nah. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
cultist loomed close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
For a while, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out. Christ!
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They'd been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand.
The text on the heart is clearer now. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Sounds literary, but what does it mean? Found the heart in the fridge, just like the page said I would. These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket. I don't think this is relevant. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting. Wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror. think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Please help me.
What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare. Need to find Nightingale. He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. To escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge. I have to get to safety.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's chased the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Güzel. Sonunda Alan Wake çıktı ortaya. Tamam. Bir sonraki bölümün başı gelsin. Burada sonlandırayım.
Where did you go? All of a sudden the radio stopped working and then the flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Tamam. Opsiyonel bir görev veriyor burada.
Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Çok iyi ya, mimikler, suratlar.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on.
Çok iyi yapılmış.
It's a bit of a hike to the car, wait.
Şimdi opsiyonel bir görev veriyor. Okey. Bakalım nereye atacak. Şöyle yapalım. Bir ana menü diyelim. Bu chapter'ın başına mı atıyor? 3 dakika önce almış. Şöyle continue dersek nereden başlayacak bakalım. Alan Wake'de tanışmamızın olduğu aşamadan devam ediyor. Konuşmaya geçiyor. Görev bitti deyip başlıyor. Tamam. Güzel güzel. Ben zaten buraları geçmiştim. Bir problem yok. Tamam. Güzel yerde sev almış. Neyse. Güzel ilerledi oyun. Güzel oynadık. Yani ilk başta bir oyunun mekaniğine alışmak gerekti ama abla ile oynanan bölümler, bu FBI ajanıyla oynanan bölümler güzel ilerliyor. Alan Wake'de olacak büyük ihtimalle yine oynanış içerisinde. Bakalım. Görsellik şahane oyunda. Mekanikler iyi. Herhangi bir bug'la karşılaşmadım. Devam ediyor olacağım ama ben artık bugünlük müsaade isteyeyim. Hadi. İlerleyen günlerde tekrardan görüşmek üzere.